good. I'll ring us in. Welcome. Week 2 of Chakra series. Tonight we are working with Sacral Chakra. Sacral Chakra is associated with the color orange. It is the second chakra. It is also the second chakra to be awakened after we're born. So we talked about how we're born with the root chakra, with our physical need and our physical body as a priority when we're first born. Sacral chakra comes about in the toddler years. It's located down here in our pelvis. It's really about the hips and the reproductive organs. Sacral chakra is all about creativity, creation, and passion. So when we think about like the physical aspects of that, the act of human reproduction, act of passion, and the creation of life happens in our reproductive system. Right? As women, the ultimate act of creation happening here when we are pregnant and giving birth. But sacral chakra is also related to any type of creativity or passion in any facet of your life. So we all have something, okay? Even if you think you are the least creative person out there, everybody has something. You may not be Picasso, but maybe you are good at landscaping or building something with wood, or really good at painting your nails, or doing hair, or beading bracelets, or so many things. Any aspect, sewing, knitting, writing poetry, dancing, anything you do that you're passionate about or you feel creative about, we all need that outlet. Human beings are creative beings. So sacral chakra energy is all about creativity and passion. It's also related to the element of water. So when we think about the fact that all life comes from water, the inner waters, the amniotic fluids, we are born with water, but also life needs water to survive. The only reason there's human life and other life on this planet is because there's water here. So far we have found planets with water on them, so we haven't found any other life. I don't know though, if you look at the internet lately, I think we've been hearing something about other life. I don't know how much I believe that, but so, element of water, color orange, creation, creativity, passion. The sacral chakra is associated with the god Brahma in Hindu tradition. Brahma is the creator. He created the universe and everything in it, according to the legend. So he is the god that oversees sacral chakra energy. Our oil tonight is wild orange, ginger, and cinnamon. Very kind of spicy smells. If you want to put some on your pulse points before practice, you can put that on and breathe it in. Your stone is carnelian, strongly associated with creativity and sacral energy. I'm wearing my carnelian bracelet tonight. So feel free to hold that in your hand during meditation, or to put it close to you, tuck it in your clothing, or put it next to your mat so that you can use it as a focal point at any time during the class. We are going to get up on our feet and flow through some postures tonight, and I encourage you to pay attention to the flow of fluids and waters in your body as you're moving. There will be times when we're still, and you might use that attention to fluids in the body as an anchor for your mind, thinking about where fluids might be shifting to, or pooling, or flowing. So we'll start with a very short arrival meditation. We'll get going on our physical practice, and we'll have a nice 10-minute Shavasana at the end of class. So any comfortable seated pose, easy pose, grounding down through the seat to find our sit bones. And hands can be wherever they feel best. Some people like to take Trimurta Mudra, which is fingers and thumbs in a triangle together. Place them on sacral chakra. You don't have to. That's also an option. Or you could just put your hands wherever they feel best. And just begin to arrive. Physical body is here. As the mind here yet? Is your heart and energy body here yet? Always invited to close your eyes or take a soft gaze somewhere into space. And relax your shoulders. Let your weight shift back into your sit bones just a bit. And the spine become tall through the crown. Open your diaphragm, allow your breath down deeper into your body. Observe the breath. Rise and fall. Expand and contract. And your focus down to your pelvis. Imagine there a bright orange ball of flame. This is your sacral energy, creative energy. Breathe down into that ball of flame. Fan that fire a little bit. Feel that energy begin to grow. Bright orange light filling your torso, all the way up through your chest, your shoulders. Continue breathing in and filling your body with orange light down the legs, down the arms. Up your neck and throat, filling your head, filling your mind. Feel that creative, passionate energy behind your eyes. Every cell of your body filled with this orange light. Breathing in further, maybe this light comes outside of the body. Maybe flames on the skin, warmth. Maybe envision your body as one glowing ember. Long breaths. Sacral chakra grows so large now, it encompasses all of you, saturating every cell. You sit within this energy. Long in-breaths. To yourself, I am a creative and passionate person. It is my birthright to feel pleasure. A couple more breaths, holding on to that orange light, keeping it big around you. I am a creative and passionate person. It is my birthright to feel pleasure. Hold this energy outside of your body throughout your practice. If you prefer to feel it shrink back in, you can do that. gentle in-breath, opening your eyes. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Just do some neck circles. Any which way you need. Next time you come through a neutral spine, we'll pause there. Good. Bring the right arm across the body. Hook with your left at or above the elbow. And pull in towards the chest. Look away from those hands over your right shoulder. Good. Let it go to the other side. Left arm across the body. Hook and pull. Look over the left shoulder. And let it go. Inhale, reach up and look up. Rotate the wrists, forearms, fingers. Take a breath in and really feel that reach all the way from your seat through your whole body to your fingertips. Good. And exhale to twist to the right. Staying tall through the crown. Breathe into your belly. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, right hand to the mat and lean. Take one breath into the left side. Feel that long rush of energy. And reach. And left hand down. And reach. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Coming into bound angle with the soles of the feet together. Bring your hands to your knees. And we're going to start just making small circles on the hips. So they're ball and socket joints in the hips. And we're just kind of rolling the pelvis around, rolling around on the sit bones. It's like you're drawing a circle with your belly button. And you can reverse that circle anytime you want and go the other direction. Imagine that ball of energy just kind of rolling around in there. Good. And we can add some cat-cows into there, or you can do some figure eights. Whatever feels right. Rocking the pelvis. And coming back to neutral spine. Take one breath in through the top of your head and exhale to fold. Just a few long breaths here. Let your head sink. Exhale the low back. to your chest. You can keep it here on this side or cross it over, doesn't matter, whichever you like. Hook with the left arm and twist to the right, looking over the right shoulder. Breathe into your pelvis. Good, untwist. We'll do the other side. Left knee up this time. Sitting up nice and tall, hook with the right arm, twist to the left. Couple breaths into sacral chakra. Good, untwist. We'll come into thunderbolt, sitting on the heels. If you like extra padding for knees or under the legs, feel free to set yourself up with some props as needed. Good. Inhale, reach up above, look up between your hands, bring your palms together. Exhale your thumbs to third eye and roll the spine out the back as you tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone in, tipping your pelvis back. And inhale to straighten and reach. Exhale, big wide goalpost arms, wide fingers, shoulder blades reaching for one another, pushing the rib cage and belly button out. Good, and up, palms together. Exhale, thumbs to third eye and roll. Tuck your chin, tuck your tail. Good, inhale and reach again. Cactus arms, big wide fingers. Bless you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thumbs and roll. Good. Last time, inhale, reach. Cactus arms, looking up, opening the heart. And this time we'll bring the palms together and exhale them to heart center. Beautiful. Fold into child's pose. Palms to the floor. If your seat is very far from your heels, back your hands up and back your seat up to the heels. Great job. Take a few breaths here. Take a big step to the right with both hands, child's pose to the side, and melt head down between the elbows. And back to center, just for a second, and then big step to the left with both hands, and melt. Good, back to center. And then we're gonna swim through the hands and come up. Keep the palms spread wide. Elbows are bent. Keep those elbows tucked in close to the body. Good for cobra. If this is difficult, you can always put your elbows on the floor for Sphinx instead. Relax your waist, look up. We're pushing the floor away from us. Good. Lower down. Take a breath to rest. Keep those hands next to the chest, fingers spread wide. And push up to upward facing dog. You can keep a slight bend so that you don't overextend or lock the elbows. Know what is safe for you. Take a breath into your pelvis, relax your hips, relax your glutes. Great job. And we're going to come back to table, hands and knees. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and we have a flat back to start. Good. And start your cat-cow here. Exhale, forehead to pelvis. And inhale, drop the belly and the back of the head towards the hips. Find your own breath rhythm here. Again, taking note of the shift in the fluids of the body, the positioning of the pelvis, the sacral chakra. I am a creative and passionate person. Pleasure is my birthright. Just a couple more. And your next exhale, coming into a neutral spine, flat back. Point your right toe out behind you. And lift the sole of your foot up towards the ceiling. Keep a straight leg. And bring your knee towards your right elbow. Doesn't have to touch, just the direction. Good. Back out and lift the sole of your foot once again. And then bring your knee across the body to the other elbow. And back out and lift. This time drop your head and bring your knee towards your nose. Good. Back out and lift. Hold 3, 2, 1. Cross over your left leg and put your toe down. Look over your left shoulder. Take 2 breaths. Good. Looking ahead, swing that right foot all the way around and bring it all the way out to the right for gate. Good. Look down and make sure your left knee is under your left hip. And take a big step out with both hands. Bring the head down and the tail up. Breathe. Good. Walk the hands back. Leave the foot where it is. We're going to rise. Good. Raise your arms, grab your left wrist, and gentle lean to the right. Just a gentle pull. Good. We're going to bring the left hand down under the shoulder now. Good. To gate pose. Beautiful job. Tuck your tailbone. Push your sacral chakra out to the front. Stay here, or if you like to practice one-legged frog or bow, you can reach for the right foot. Totally optional. Whichever variation you choose, just keep breathing. Return if you've got your foot, good. And then we're going to roll back to table. You'll bring your hands to front and bring that knee back in. Good. Extend your left toe, point that toe, nice straight leg, lift the sole of your foot to the sky. Bring it towards your left elbow. Back out, point your toe and lift. Bring it towards your right elbow. Back out and lift. Drop your head, knee to nose. And back out and lift, hold. 3, 2, 1. Cross over your right leg and put your toe down. Look over your right shoulder, take a couple breaths. Good, we're going to swing that leg all the way around now. Bring it all the way out to the left, put the sole of your foot on the floor. Make sure your right knee is under your hip. Before you step both hands out, and melt your head down between the elbows. Breathe. Great job. Step your hands in. Find stability in the legs before you come up with the body. Arms overhead, grab your right wrist this time. Gentle pull to the left. And slow and controlled, coming down into that gate pose, bringing your right hand under the right shoulder, left arm along the ear. Stay here, or if you like to reach for your left foot, you can practice one-legged frog or one-legged bow. A few breaths in whichever variation you're in. And open back up. Good. Swing the body around back to table, hands and knees. Find your square shape. Curl your toes under for downward facing dog. Good. Jog your heels and stretch those calves. If you like to bring both heels towards the floor, you can do that. And then we'll step or walk forward to forward fold. Keep your feet hip distance apart, and you can have your knees bent as much as you like as you hang. Exhale, release the back of your neck. If there's any swaying or nodding your head or holding your elbows you like to do here, find the practice that suits you best, just for a couple of breaths. And then we'll slowly start to roll up to mountain. Take your time, let your blood settle. Notice that rush of fluid coming back down out of the body. Good. We are going to practice the Goddess Warrior Flow. We'll just do one tonight. So we'll start by facing the moon and find a wide leg with your toes pointed towards the corners of your mat, kind of out at an angle. Good. Tuck your tailbone in slightly so your pelvis is tilted up a little bit. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. And squat down, drilling down with the spine, down with the tailbone. Keep the upper body upright. Good. Straighten the legs to rise. We're going to come into triangle left side. So you're bringing your left foot pointing towards me, and your right foot slightly pointed towards me. It can be jogged out a little bit. Good. Open the arms to a T with palms to front. Reach with the left arm first, and then tip at the waist. Keep your chest pointed to the front. Beautiful job. Hold for a breath. And come on back up. Turn your hands down towards the floor. Look to your left hand and bend your left knee for Warrior Two. If you need to widen your stance to keep that left knee from going past your toes, you can do that now. Good. Straighten the leg. Bring the arms overhead. Turn the torso so you're facing the front. Exhale your hands to prayer. And Warrior One, bend the left knee. Good. Rise, straighten the leg. Reach with the arms. And exhale to leaning warrior. Again, keep the left knee behind the toes. Strong left foot, grounding down, pushing against the floor. And come back up. Clasp your hands behind your back. And exhale down to humble warrior, bringing your chest towards the knee. Your arms can come up behind you or rest on your back, whichever is better for your balance. Good. Come back up and straighten the leg. Swing the arms overhead as you bring the right foot to join. Big reach to the ceiling and exhale to chair. You can bring your hands to prayer if your arms are tired overhead. Good, rise. If your hands aren't in prayer, bring them back now. We're going to step back with the left foot to face the sun. Back to a wide leg, beautiful job. Exhale your goddess squat. And rise. Adjust your feet, pointing to the right towards me for triangle. Open your arms, palms to front. Reach towards the Buddha and then tip with the waist. Great job. You can always put your hands on a brick here. You can hold your leg. Good. Bring your body back up. Turn your palms towards the floor. Look to the right and bend your right knee for warrior two. Good. Straighten that knee. Bring your arms overhead and then bring them into prayer as you turn to face your right foot. Adjust your feet if you need to. And exhale to warrior one, right knee. Good, rise, reach, and exhale to leaning warrior. We're not bending at the waist, we're more like a long diagonal line. Good, rise, clasp your hands behind your back, and down to humble warrior, chest towards the knee. Again, arms can come up behind or rest on your back. And we'll come back up last time. Swing those arms overhead as you find a strong mountain with feet and legs. And exhale to chair. Wiggle your toes. Your weight should be in your heels. And rise. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to step back with the right leg to face the moon one more time and do one more goddess squat. Exhale, down we go with the tail. Hold 3, 2, 1. Good, rise. Beautiful job. Bring your feet together for mountain. You could turn towards me. Water break. Anyone need a sip of water? Activated front of thigh and your activated core for your strong mountain pose with your palms to the front, grounding down through the soles of your feet. And inhale, reach up and look up. You can even lean back a little bit if you like. And exhale, fold. Good. Walk your hands and feet to find downward facing dog. We're going to come into our lunge with our right foot between the hands. If you like to do this from a stand, feel free to stand back up and step forward with the right foot. And if I'll give you a second if you need to grab your bricks. If you like to have bricks for your hands, get those under your hands now. Good. Really reach back with that left heel for a long back leg, strong back leg. Good. If your right knee is out past your toes or close, you may want to move your body back a little bit. And drop that left knee for low lunge. Rest the top of your foot on the mat. If you're not feeling much of a stretch in your sacral chakra, in your pelvis, then your knee may be too far forward. Shifting it back will give you more stretch. Shifting it forward if it's too intense. Find the right posture for you. Good. Come on up and clasp your hands behind your back. Take a breath into your heart. Look up if your balance allows. Good. Arms up and back. Crescent moon. Let your pelvis drop. Allow the hips to hold you. Exhale your hands to heart center. We're going to revolve to the right, reaching your left elbow for your right knee. This requires some balance. Good. Come back to center. Bring your hands to the left of your foot for lizard. We're going to take a few breaths here. If you like to bring your elbows to the floor or onto a brick, you can do that. Find what works best for you and just take a couple breaths. I am a creative and passionate person. Pleasure is my birthright. If you are on your elbows, back up to your hands. Bring your right hand back over the leg, so now you're in a low lunge. Curl your left toes under and bring that back leg back up to the high lunge. Plant your hands either on the floor or on your bricks. We're going to step back to downward facing dog. Good job. We're going to come into high lunge with the left foot. If you prefer to do this from a stand, you can step forward and roll up to mountain before you lunge. Put bricks on either side of your foot if you have a hard time reaching the floor. Great job. Keep that back leg nice and straight. You're reaching with the heel. And then drop the right knee. Adjust your low lunge to find the intensity you like. And then we'll come on up and clasp our hands behind us. Take a breath into your heart as you roll the shoulders back. And reach those arms up and back, crescent moon. Strong left foot, grinding down into the floor. Exhale your hands to prayer in front of your heart. This time we're going to revolve to the left, looking over the left shoulder as your right elbow reaches for the knee. Good, back to center. And putting both hands down to the right of your foot for lizard. Same thing, if you like elbows on the floor or on a brick, you can do that. Take a few breaths here. And same as low lunge, if you're too intense in the stretch, the knee can come forward. If you need more, knee can come back. Curl those toes under on the right foot. Lift the knee again. Bring the left hand back over so you're now into your high lunge. We're stepping back to downward facing dog. Find your down dog. Take a couple breaths. Good. Step forward to fold. And then roll up to rise and find mountain. Take a minute, feel those fluids rushing down, that shift in energy. Breathe through the soles of your feet. Good. We're going to take a wide leg. Not too wide. We're going to do a fold, so whatever kind of wide leg is best for you. You're going to make me tell you which way to face. Face that way. Well, unless you don't want to. You stay where you are, but nobody likes to look at each other. I know you're all looking at me waiting for me to tell you. Good. Clasp your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back. Take a deep breath into your heart. And exhale to fold. Let your arms come up behind you. Relax the front of your thighs. Let your kneecaps fall down.
can release those hands whenever you feel like it. You can hold your elbows here if you like to. Breathe. Get your hands to the mat for stability. And then walk your feet in a couple of steps until you're comfortable dropping down into garland pose. If your heels are not on the floor, you can put bricks under there. I also recommend just coming down onto your seat and doing the modified version of garland pose, which is the same thing with your butt on the floor. So take a few breaths in whichever one works for you. I'm a passionate and creative person. Pleasure is my birthright. And you're ready to find your seat. Find your seat. With your legs stretched out in front of you. When you do find staff, roll your thighs inward to find your sit bones. Flex your feet. We're going to fold over both legs. If you like to use your strap, you can get it set out in front of your feet now. You don't have to use your strap. Inhale, reach up, look up through your hands. And exhale, fold slowly. Start at the bottom and work your way up the spine, reaching out with the fingertips as you fold. You can get to the bottom, adjust your props, and breathe. You can bring those inhales through the top of your head to lengthen. And your exhales help you to give up more to gravity, to fold more deeply. Invite gentleness to your eyes and your forehead. Good. Next in-breath, you can start to roll up. Take your time. We'll come down onto our backs with our knees bent and our feet flat on the floor. Tuck your chin into your chest a little bit so the back of your neck is long. Bring your arms down by your sides with your palms down on the floor. And walk your heels up as close to your seat as you can. We're going to push the heels into the floor and raise your pelvis into bridge. If you like to clasp your hands behind your back and roll your shoulders under, you can do that as well, but you don't have to. Keep pushing through the heels. Take a big breath into your solar plexus, into your sacral chakra. Feel your belly rise towards the ceiling. Push, push, push. When you exhale, let your hands go if you have them clasped, and slowly roll down your spine. All the way to the tail. And reach your bottom, you can rest. Good. Hug your knees to your chest. We're going to drop them to the left. If you like stacked knees, keep them stacked. If you like eagle legs, you'll cross your legs with your right leg on top. Either way is fine. Drop them to the left. They can land on a brick. You can also put a brick between your knees. Feel this twist in the pelvis. Become soft. With your next in-breath, we're going to bring the knees back to center. If they're crossed, you'll uncross them and hug those knees into your chest one more time. We're going to drop them to the right now. You can keep the knees stacked or cross your left leg over the top. Either way, adjust your props so that you're supported. Extend your left arm with the palm open to the sky. You can even look over your left shoulder if you like to. Breathing softness into Svadhisthana, sacral chakra. I'm passionate and creative. Pleasure is my birthright. One more breath. And bringing those knees back to the center, uncrossing them if they're crossed. Hugging them in towards your chest. Grab your big toes or the outside of your feet for happy baby. Bring the soles of your feet to the sky. Gently pull those knees towards your armpits. Rock and roll. Shift your weight, play with the fluid in your body. Feel how it shifts with your movement. Invite lightness to your face. Do this as long as it feels good. And drop into reclined bound angle when you're ready, bringing the soles of your feet together, letting your knees drop open. If your back comes off the floor, that's okay. If you need support under your knees, place your bricks. Put both hands on your pelvis. You can touch your thumbs and forefingers together to make Trimurti Mudra. Rest your eyes. Take some breaths. Try to relax your thighs.
keep this posture as long as you like. Or if you're called to shift into a more comfortable posture for meditation, you can do that at any time. If you like to hold your carnelian crystal or roll on your essential oils one more time, we'll give you plenty of time to relax, adjust your props, get your blanket. Let go of your breath and allow it to resume its natural rhythm. Let go of your body. Allow it to soften. Let go of your performance. Stop doing yoga. Just be you. Bring your attention down to your low pelvis between the hips, down to sacral chakra. And imagine there inside a small box. Imagine what this box is made of, what color it is, if it's adorned with any decorations. This box might float or move in some way. Inside of this small box, in your low belly, is all of the passion, inspiration, and creativity that you possess. Imagine that this box opens and all of this passion and creativity flows out of the box. This may look like a light or a fluid or a smoke, whatever it looks like to you. Allow this passion to flow throughout your entire body to completely fill you up. Feel it absorb into every cell. Know that this box will never be empty. It is always there, and it is always full. You are a passionate and creative person. fingers and toes. Stretch. Whatever movements are necessary for you in this moment. Did leave an extra minute at the end because whenever I do this meditation, some people are very excited to share what their box look like, and I love to hear it too. So if you like to share, totally optional, I'd love to listen.
My box was just a plain brown box.
I hear that a lot.
I couldn't. I tried to make it pretty or whatever, but I just kept going back to that plain brown box.
That's what it was. Was it full? That's all that matters. Stuff
Yeah.
came out, then you're good.
It was just a plain brown box.
Yeah. Mine changes every time, so if you try it again,
Yeah.
it might be different.
Mine was gold, and it was tilted and it was spinning.
Spinning fast.
Yeah.
Sometimes mine like bobs up and down in space.
Oh,
That's cool. Yeah. There you go.
A couple of years ago, I bought these little decorative boxes from West Elm, and the pattern is really beautiful. It's kind of, it reminds you sort of an India pattern, but it has like oranges and golds and purples and pinks, and that's what my box looks like.
Yeah. Like what you have in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a color girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what did your creativity look like? Like, was it glitter? Was it water?
That looked like a like the prototypical New Hampshire brook. You know, like as this in the spring when the
Yeah,
snow melts and it's
Bubbly.
like bubbling and
I
just
love that.
beautiful.
Mine's always purple smoke. I don't know.
huh.
Yeah, it's always different. That's cool. Well, no pressure to share. Thank you, though. Go out and do something creative this week. Find a way to be creative. Even if you just pick some flowers and put them in a vase. Do your thing, you know? Thank you for practicing with me tonight. If I don't see you before next Monday will be on solar plexus.